This is The Bunt, the number one podcast in skateboarding. I'm D Jones. I got my main man, The Ghost, with me. And we got Ants One and Jason Burrows behind the scenes. We are back with a very special off-season post office. We're going to wrap up the Bunt Jam and hit a couple emails because, man, we've been off air for way too long and we're just itching to get back. Ghost, people have seen the videos. They've seen the Instagrams. They've seen the YouTube videos. The Bunt Jam, a massive success from our point of view, but sometimes the people want a behind-the-scenes look. So what was one of your favorite behind-the-scenes moments from the Bunt Jam this year?
I like all the random stuff before and in between shit. Mm-hmm. So, like, I had Mitch Barrett, his girlfriend Claire, staying at my house, Chad Dixon, a couple Bunt alums. So sometimes you can get a little anxious, or I can, about emceeing. That's probably my least favorite thing about the whole thing, is just being on the mic, which is weird because we're always talking into mics, but it feels like we're just talking to each other. So like just having that little entourage, if you will, just to like pull up, just always made me feel better because I'd be distracted and then all of a sudden we're there and not thinking about it the whole time. So shout out to them. Loved having them stay with me. Joe Worldwide, our boy flying up, he stayed with me one night too from Puerto Rico. Was epic. And yeah, just like I said, all like, you know, driving out to Tommy's for the barbecue with that crew, everyone I just mentioned, like just the little things, the in between, when we came from Prime Seafood Palace and me and you were like, we got to go to the other bar. We're going to Side Street. And then Arthur came with us, Arthur from Free Skate Mag. And I was on my board, Dono had his bike, and Arthur was just jogging the whole way. Like,
they broke my bike, man.
Yeah.
Sat in the basket and broke the basket, but we got sorted.
Just, I don't know. I can't think of anything specific, but just all those kind of like little in-between moments that no one would ever know about, where it's just, you're always with a different homie or something, but there's so many good friends in one place that it's nice to have little moments with different people throughout the weekend. Yeah.
For us, it definitely feels like we're on a trip in our own city, which is the craziest part, where it's like the days are so like free flowing and you're doing whatever you want, but it's like you're on a trip, but you end up back in your own bed every night.
Yeah.
It's kind of twisted. But yeah, the Bunt Jam, obviously, epic moments all weekend. Us losing to Violet, not planned, obviously. We got to go back to the whiteboards and sort out a new plan for next season. Mike Ward absolutely caught fire. And then Andrew taking home the championship, years in the making. Couldn't be happier for those guys. Reza and Nick Cat's been there since day one. So to see them raise the trophy, I was like happy for them. You know, I like had already like put it in the past that we lost. I'm definitely happy for them. But I think like the coolest thing is to see like our friends and our crew submerge themselves with like all these pros we've looked up to, that like we've become friends with over the years, and sometimes not take for granted, but it's just like a normal thing now. But to see like Tommy just socializing with Sean Malto, like they're like the best homies, is like the craziest vibe. And like Bass to like finally like shoot the shit with Atiba. Meanwhile, like on Thursday night, he's like, I got to get a photo with Atiba this weekend. And I'm like, this weekend, he's like right there. You know, like we'll do this right now.
Yeah.
So it just like brings a smile to like any skate nerd's face when that stuff happens, you know?
Yeah, it's funny with Atiba specifically, because even for us, that was a trip to like bro down so hard in LA. But he's one of those dudes that as soon as you're friends, it feels like you've been friends forever. But then you forget how quickly you forget that he's still like a mega legend to all our other friends who haven't met him. Like Chad Dixon was like, yo, I'm fanning out, like Atiba's right there. I'm like, oh, like same thing. I was like, dude, I'll just introduce you right now. He's the nicest dude ever. And then he was just like highlight of his day type shit. That I agree. Getting like all our homies to just like hang in Tommy's backyard, always a highlight. I'm actually hyped because we've only done like a picture or two from there before, but Ish is gonna have a Gas Giants edit coming out at some point. and he goes behind the scenes on the whole thing. It was awesome. So looking forward to that.
Absolutely. Start to finish, Ish was skating, playing basketball, and behind the camera. A real triple threat, man.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. JP Souza.
Oh, my God.
One of the funniest homies fucking pulled up. So hyped he came back. He wants to come back and, like, skate street. Because he was, like, sending me spots and shit. I'm like, bro, you're not getting clips. Like, you're not skating. I'm sorry to tell you. Like, we're turning up all weekend, whether you like it or not. Yeah. And then he actually went downtown and, like, got some shit for Instagram, which I was like happy he got to skate a little bit. But after that, the beer belly was in action the rest of the weekend.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, before we get into these emails, a little quick special announcement. We teased it a bit on Instagram, but the web store is going live August 28th at 7 p.m. EST. You know what I'm saying? We got them beautiful icy Spitfire wheels. Woo! We got, you know what I'm saying, the zip up Bunt Classic.
As clean
you
as
know
it
what I'm
gets.
saying? We got a ball tee. We got a beautiful hat. Bro, it's about to go down. August 28th, 7 p.m. EST. Web stores live. TheBuntLive.com.
And we got socks, man. We got socks. Spend over $100. You get yourself a free pair of socks. Man, what more needs to be said? That hoodie, the best hoodie we've ever made. I ain't never been to college, but I got the college Bunt hoodie, and that's all that matters, man. That's my degree.
Studious.
That's right. You guys are going to get to see for the first time that we can barely read when we try to handle these emails live. All right, Bunt Jam 2024, massive success, now over, in the rear view. We're looking down the barrel at season 20. We decided to come on here, reacquaint ourselves with being on video. It's post office time, man. Usually we let all these emails pile up and pile up and pile up. And for 7 years, we've been talking about off-season post offices. And I thought this one was going to be a bunt as well, but the people can thank Seifa because he made sure this happened. So Ghost, who we got up first.
Hey, we're going raw and uncut too, by the way. So no editing today. All our reading fuck ups.
Yeah,
for your listening
skills,
pleasure.
Not the fuck ups, the skills. Man.
Yeah. All right. First up, we got an email from Tom Curitas. Thanks for another great season.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
It had like a Korean accent. I think it's like a Greek name, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a Greek accent, but I love me some Greek gods and the Greek people. I got to get over there one day. Tom, what are you saying, dog? We went back a little bit. We picked out 10 or 11 emails. So here we go. Thanks for another great season from the best podcast in skateboarding. Longtime listener, first time post office questioner. 2 questions. 1, is Ants 1 going to have clips in the Bunt video? Dude rips. And 2, what trick y'all backing for trick of the year? Felipe's kickflip front blunt down Hollywood 16. Dylan Jab's Wallenberg fakie flip. Toby Ryan's nollie backside flip. Or Blake Carpenter's switch tray flip tail slide down the Silmar rail. Or some other trick. Personally, I'd say they're all deserving, but the fakie flip is beyond fucked. Looking forward to next season. TK. Let me address the Ants 1 thing real quick. You must have done your research because Ants 1 clips or his skating is, I would assume, not the easiest to find, but you're damn right. He rips. And I'm scared to text Devin and ask him if he still has the clip, but we have a Ants clip from when we were in Barcelona a few years back, which was for the video. So he's got at least one. But Ants, if you're listening to this, we need, I would say, a minimum of 5 from your ass. So get your ass back training in the skate park, baby.
Yeah. That one, man, I hope we got it. Because that one was butter, man. Yeah. Ants 1 got the skills, that's for sure, man. He's the type of skater that no matter how long he takes off, he still has his tricks.
And he's got the ramp shit. Like, he just could skate off a kicker like none other.
Yeah, definitely. Ants 1. So, trick of the year. These are all good options.
Except for switch trade tail slide. I hate that trick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that will be trick of the year. What about Antonio Duran's Nollie Trey, the big 5 in New York that just came out? Like
that could be in there. That wasn't. This email was way before that came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other options, but out of these, I like Toby Ryan's Nollie backside flip. I'm a big fan of that trick right now. It's hard to say, man.
It's really hard. Out of these 4, well, you know what? Kick front blunt is just like something me and you could never comprehend. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can't comprehend any of these tricks, but did we already have this debate? Fakie flip or Nollie backside flip on Wallenberg? I don't think
so. What would you rather try?
I can't Nollie backside flip for shit. I could do them on flat. I think I've done it on a 2-stair, and I've fakie flip like a 10-stair. So for sure, fakie flip, but I don't think I could ever get the distance.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I don't jump down anything. So
but if you had a gun to your head,
down a 3-stair, which would I rather do?
Down Wallenberg.
No, down a 3-stair. Gun to my head, I'd rather fakie flip it. But I'm going to say Antonio Duran's Nollie Trey.
Was his switch trade nose blunt this year? That one's fucking up there.
That was
when was that?
Too. I don't know.
Out of these, I might go
fuck.
Kick front blunt, man. Back to regs. Slid to the very end. Precision.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. But
that was a great one.
Yeah, maybe send in a similar email at the end of the year when all the finalists are out.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got an email from You Smell Me, Dougie. Looks like someone from Buffalo. Respect that. What's good, Bump Boys? Just wanted your guys' opinion on switch back nose grinds straight on. The homie tried to tell me it doesn't count if you pop from straight on, even though his dusty ass snow plows every nose grind he does. If Wenning does it, it's cool in my book. What y'all think?
Bro, your homie's lucky you left his name out because I was about to come in hot, you dig? Don't you ever disrespect switchback nose grinds straight on because I do them all day, every day because I'm from the tree of Wenning.
That is one of your go-tos.
My favorites, but I could do it from the side, but I just
the same confidence.
No, not the same confidence.
It's a different trick. It's completely different. It's really hard to do it long from the side. I could do it,
I could do it from like 1 foot past the start of the box at Dunbat. I could go off the end, or I could do a little jib. I got it all shapes and sizes, but just straight on's the easiest one, and I love them. And Brian Wenning's done them for days. So if you're saying that's illegal, then you're telling me the legend Brian Wenning's doing illegal tricks, and he's got one of the cleanest resumes of no illegalness of anyone.
Yeah, I think the better debate is back nose blunt straight on. Is that as legit as from the side? And the obvious question is no, but we still love them.
Yeah. Like it's way harder from the side.
Completely
back
different
nose grinds
trick.
Fucking pretty easy either way. It's not a bit like the difference back nose blunt straight to the side is huge. But nose grind, it's like, of course it's a little harder from the side, but like not so hard that one's illegal, you know?
Back nose blunt feels like a completely different trick. Even nose blunt does.
Yeah.
All right, agreed.
Tell your homie to fucking kick rocks, man.
Yeah. And just drop your name so we can shout you out.
Yeah, and the fact that he's snow plowing but questioning a straight up, that's just blasphemy right there.
Yeah. People, just write your name in the post office, man. Please.
No, but he didn't say his name, but he kept his homie anonymous. Who was
but like both of them don't need to be anonymous. Just write your names.
Come on, Hevs. All right, next up, we got an email from Elijah Schofield. Yo, Bump Boys, was just scrolling through Instagram and was unfortunate enough to come across a backflip to blunt on a quarter pipe. Need a professional opinion on if this shit is illegal or not. P.S. Thanks for getting me through long days at work with a smile on my face. Bro, when I saw this earlier, I thought I just like quickly read it. I thought you said kickflip blunt, and I was like, oh, whatever. We'll tell him that's not illegal. But it's backflip the blunt stall.
Yeah, it's on like some weird quarter pipe bank mix. It's insane, and he did it, and it was insane. You didn't see it?
I might have seen it. I just saw one down like a set off a ramp or something.
Yeah,
that
one
fucking
was
up my memory.
Twisted, but this happened. I mean, this is not like a trick worthy of deciding whether it's illegal or not. Like, it's an obvious thing, but it happened, and kudos to that guy.
Imagine just seeing one in like a John Cardiel or Grant Taylor part, like the biggest legends, and then they just throw out the backflip to blunt.
Yeah. Can you imagine flipping upside down on your skateboard? Like, I can barely spin 360, let alone like my body going upside down. That's people out there, man.
So what's your verdict? Illegal?
I don't think it needs to be said whether it's illegal or like. It's only going to be done once by that guy, so it's kind of just like his special move, you know. It's not like a trick in skateboarding. It's like one guy has it in the middle of Milwaukee or wherever he lives. And he did it at the park one time. It's not a trick that needs to be legal or illegal.
You up?
Next up, we got an email from Aiden Corin. Yo, Bunt Boys just came to say two things. The Bunt Jam was the greatest display of skating I've seen in my life, and also the greatest display of hot dogs I've seen in my life. Get me in contact with whoever made the dogs. I need to buy a lifetime supply. This is a case of being so high on life that like the most basic thing is like impressive, you know? It's free hot dogs were available at the Bunt Jam. Epic move by Vans and everyone involved to give out free glizzies all day Saturday. And this guy clearly just took advantage, you know? And I respect him for that. Everyone should have had their fair share of hot dogs at the Jam. We had a hot dog incident. Is that email in here?
Yeah, the homie...
Is that in here or we skipping that?
I forgot because we answered it, so I didn't see that. But yeah, someone choked on emergency. A hot dog. Yeah, someone choked on a hot dog and then emailed us being like, "Hey, can you put me in contact with the security guard who saved me? Because I just want to thank him properly." But I didn't even get one, man.
Oh, you got to get one, man. They're great.
Yeah, fuck. Next time.
Yeah. Yeah, we had hot dogs, security guards, and a medic on scene, so that guy was all right. You know, we do that shit for the people, man. Free glizzies. We might need to upgrade next year, though.
We'll have more options next year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we got a voice note from Ryan Davis. Let's see if this works.
Yo, Bunt Podcast. Y'all need to sell those jerseys that the skaters were wearing. I'm black with dreadlocks. I want the Cater Silla one for like, when Halloween comes up. Get on it. Oh, and shout out Cater, bro. Black kids with dreadlocks. We're looking up to you. All right, peace.
Pretty straightforward. Shout out Cater. Killed it. Who'd they play first? That fool couldn't miss. Thrasher. That fool was hitting turnaround, mid-range, fucking threes off the backboard. Like, he had that one layup where he shot it over the rim, caught his own rebound, and just flipped it back up. Like,
dude, when you got it, man. Like,
he was having a moment.
He's a different type of dude, man. He's just got the skills no matter what he's fucking working on. But big shouts to Cater. Thanks for coming through. Killed it at Dumbat. Saw him skating the mini and skating the red benches for a little bit beforehand on Saturday. And, whew, that guy could skate.
Damn, I missed that demo.
Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, the jerseys are not for sale. They're one of ones. Maybe in the coming years, we'll auction them off for a good cause or something. I think that would be an epic way to get the jerseys in people's hands, but we'll have to see.
Or we could do like a super small run of each or something. We'll figure it out.
All right, next up we've got an email from Daniel Summerroar. Sup fellas, just heading home from the trip me and my fiance took up to Canada for the Bunt Jam, and just wanted to say that we had a fucking blast up there. We go to Canada often since my fiance has a cottage up in Sable Beach, Ontario, and we knew we had to make it to Toronto this year for the event. The basketball tournament was super sick. We ended up sitting in front of Safe's mom and got to chat with her for a bit. She's super cool, and I'm stoked we got to talk a bit with her. It was very interesting to hear that she comes down to Atlanta relatively often, which is our hometown. Hope you guys make it down to Atlanta sometimes. Would love to show y'all some spots in the South and help film shit with the Bunt video. Also, I hear you're a grip in the film biz, Safa. I work in film too as a second AC in the camera department. Would love to get a work visa and work on some sets in Canada one day, especially since we want to move up there. Much love to you guys, and thanks for all you do for skateboarding. Sincerely, Daniel Summerroar and Sarah Martin. P.S. Please bring Beamers down to Atlanta if you ever make the trip. That's the best fucking beer I've ever had. Legend.
Hey, yeah, love it. No question there, right? Just
question.
A fucking real one. Made the mission up. Met my mom. Fucking love the Beamers. Love the event. Hey, thank you, Doug. Appreciate you coming up. You're a legend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come work on some sets with us, man. Dude, did I tell you my boss the other day Key Grip bought a fake ball sack that you wear as a belt, and then he's wearing shorts, so it's like a really long ball sack, so it hangs to like his knee, and then all day, or obviously like long boring day on set, like calls someone over like, hey, can you help me with this? And he's up on the ladder. The balls just freak out and the person freaks out. Yeah, so come chill on set with us. We're always having a good time.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we got a fucking email here from Zach Olson. Not too long. All right. Sup, Bunt? While listening to the Dill interview, I wanted to say that his Supreme Cherry part is Dill's most underrated part. It's a skate classic and deserves to be mentioned more, and so does Dylan's part too. Secondly, I put all my money into Bunt making a three-peat this year, and to see the Bunt lose to Troy Gibson in that fit and weak jumper made me laugh and cry. Also wanted to know if Cater skated the jam or did he just play 3-on-3. Always loved the pod, and the Bunt Jam always seems to always outdo itself every year. Cheers.
Oh, bro, heartbreaking for us too. Right before the finals, my wife and son were leaving the basketball tournament because obviously he's 3.5 and can't stay up that late, but he did his best. He stayed till 9:30, and when he was leaving, he was like crying because the trophy wasn't coming back to the house again this year. He's like, what, like, where is the trophy? Like, what do you mean it's not coming home? And it was like having to explain to him that we lost and it's okay was like baffling for him. But yeah,
winners only in
disappointing.
that household.
Yeah, disappointing showing. But I feel like we played great. We just didn't hit enough 2-pointers, and that's what Violet did, man. They just banged twos on our head. And man, that was the story of that game. Like, I felt good. I feel like we played good offensively, defensively. We probably got more buckets than they did. They just got all twos, and we got all ones.
Yeah, I missed for sure 2 or 3 layups that I wish I could have back. And I mean, not to cry y'all a river, but Davis got hurt on his first drive in the first game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried. The only thing that can stop us next year, in my opinion, is Father Time. We'll be back, though. Trust me.
It's crazy because I feel like we're getting better every year at basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm not too worried. We just didn't make our shots, man. And there's nothing you can do in a short game up to 11 when they get 8 points on 4 baskets and this guy hits a fucking backboard to win it.
They're in trouble next year when Davis is 100. Donald came out of his shell offensively. It's a real. We got threats everywhere. Like, yeah. I've already gone over it in my head. I know how what to do next year. So y'all just fucking wait.
The frustrating part is we lost our 1 seed. We're like a middle of the pack team heading into the tournament next year. And
yeah,
it's a dogfight in there, man.
We might have to fucking blast Gary round 1 next year.
I think it's time.
Put him in his place.
I think it's time
again.
But yeah, we kind of just went over it. Cater came, played basketball. Turned out he loved fucking basketball. Told me he's getting in the gym for next year. He had a blast doing that. And then he skated, just didn't skate in the jam, which is chill. That's like that type of scenario. You got to be in the right mindset on the day of to hop in there. So he skated, done bad. He was chilling.
People are tripping. Like, there's people like asking me about Cater specifically. Like, why didn't he skate? Why didn't he skate? I'm like, have you ever been to one of these events? It's not like chill to skate. You got to be in the right mindset. And if you just want to hang out, like, I'm more juiced that he came and just played ball. Like, that's so fucking sick.
That was epic.
He's a pro skater. He just went ham on that Adidas trip. Like, whether he skated in the event or not does not matter at all. The fact that he was just in Toronto and like around and killed it in ball is all we could ask for.
Without a doubt, man. And he's coming back. Whew. Can't beat it.
All right. What's up, Bump Boys? I've been working for the city this summer, weeding gardens and cutting grass and shit. And recently I've been listening to 2-3 episodes a day. Makes the time fly. Yesterday, I was re-listening to the Cyrus Bennett episode, and he said his one clip that got away was backside flip fakey manny half gap out on the courthouse. And then the next day, the Nike video came out, and he did that shit to open his part. My mind was blown. I've seen enough Cyrus. I've seen enough. Cyrus Sodi 2024. My question for you is, what kind of music do y'all listen to? Are you on the new emo wave yet? And would you agree that Cyrus Bennett has the best kickflip in the game?
Not on the new emo wave yet.
Go ahead. Live and uncut.
You can order Uber Eats. Is that the Uber driver?
Go ahead.
No, not on the new emo wave yet. But I mean, I listen to the radio like 8 hours a day at work, unless I'm like, it's a rare thing where I have a project by myself. I can listen to a pod, but usually it's just like a community radio. So we listen to everything from like classic rock to rap, UK rap, Drake, literally every type of music I'm down for. So, but right now we've just been listening to a lot of 42 Doug. Keeps the vibes high, and lots of work gets done when the rap music's bumping, man. Yeah, and he does have the best skill in the game. You used to make a case for Levi Brown could be up there as well, but like, I think I've said this before. Every time Cyrus drops a part, you know that the best kickflip ever is getting upped one new level, and did not disappoint again.
Yeah, one of them Instagram things, I'm sure it's already happened, needs to do a compilation of his best kickflips. Would love to see it. I'd have to think harder on best kickflip, but it's for sure a top 5 kickflip in the game right now. Mm-hmm. And dude, I forgot that he said that trick got away completely. So that's so gangsta that he said that to us a couple years ago.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Shout out Cyrus. Okay. Oh, that was the last one.
No, you skipped 2, dude. All right.
No,
next up, we've got an email from Matthew Zelani. Toronto, stand up. There's a new mayor in town by the name of Zion Wright. Olivia Chow ain't got them kickback Smiths on lock. For real, great show. So fortunate to experience the chaos up close in person. I grew up just east in Quinte, and my girlfriend is from Pickering. It just so happened that my annual vacation lined up with the Bunt Jam, so we made the trip out from Revelstoke, BC. Shout out Society Skating Snow. Straight to the point, the whole experience did not disappoint, and the vibes were at an all-time high. Who was the DJ? He dropped some deep cuts I haven't heard in a long time. Early outs, hip hop, and R&B, specifically Friday night for the 3-on-3 basketball. Great basketball music. I know it was probably mentioned on the pod, your promos, or at the jam, but I forgot the name. Would like to check him out and hope he puts out a Bunt mix somewhere on Spotify or SoundCloud. Much like your Jankum mix or the Bunt Beats by Ants One. And the music selection was very on brand and got us all stoked. Looking forward to future eps and hope to return for round 4 to watch you reclaim the title.
My question is was this from Antoine's burner account?
He wants more love. We get it. Antoine, you deserve all the love. I hope that this is just like this guy just overthinking it a bit, but obviously it's Antoine, man. Whenever we do anything, Antoine is on the 1s and 2s. Ain't nobody does it better than him. A real Swiss Army knife in the game, man. That guy can do it all.
Yeah, all the love to Antoine, your mystery DJ, which should not be a mystery. The obvious, the only choice to DJ the Bunt Jam. Antoine behind the scenes, making it pop.
He did go fucking crazy this year, though.
Yeah. Except, remember I had to call him out once? That was so funny. When Curran was trying to kickflip, and it was like some mellow-ass song, and I was like, yo, Ants, turn it the fuck that shit up. Yo. Like, let's get something popping here.
Dude, before we wrap this, like, absolute fucking massive shout-out to Curran and Zion. Everyone who skated, but, like, obviously that Zion right kickback Smith moment, insane. Worked his fucking ass off for that on a really fucking hot and sunny day in T-Dot. And then Curran's kickflip, man. Dog. That guy runs the Bunt Jam, man. Year after year.
Storybook endings for both those obstacles by the homies. That shit was so dope.
The Vans team came to fucking run shit this year, man. Elijah, too.
Nose grind.
They were all going in.
Too bad we can't say the same for their trash-ass basketball team. But anyways, one more email here. We got a voice note. This one was fucking good, man. Wait, from Nick Wrigley.
What up, Bunt Holes? Nick here. Shout out Antoine. Safer. Don, love your work. Just wondering if you can settle something between me and my fuckhead son here. He seems to think that varial heels are an illegal, incomplete trick and laser flips are complete and better.
No, they're not better, but it's... Oh, man.
So he's 15, so he's pretty dumb and new to the world. But yeah, just wondering your thoughts on this. Please just inform him that he's fucking wrong. Anyways, love you, boys. Catch up.
That is absolutely epic, man. Love a good father and son argument, and you came to the right place. I know the father knew what he was doing here, man. He knew what we were going to say is the right answer,
Yeah, he wanted to teach his son a lesson, because sometimes you need an outside voice, because I'm assuming after all those years, his son's 15. He doesn't want to hear what his old dad's got to say. He doesn't know what's cool, what's trendy. But we're here to tell you, Nick's son, that you're tripping. I'm not going to call you a fuckhead like your pops.
You just did.
No, I said I'm not going to call you that.
But then you said.
But you're tripping. And laser flips, probably one of the dustiest tricks. Just Deshaun Jordan can make them look cool, but I would never, ever, even if I had a nice one, like do one. The only one that I've ever kind of given a pass to is Mark Johnson's last trick, and yeah, right. Other than that, no interest. And varial heels is a fucking beautiful trick. The Appleyards of the world.
The Reynolds?
The Reynolds of the world.
Oh my God. One of the most classics. I've never done one in my life, but I respect them.
The Colt Cannons of the world. Those ones that go straight up. Yeah, that's Nick's son. Come on, man. Pull your head out of your ass.
The laser flip is too much. It's classic case of doing too much, man. Like, we went too far. Pull it back and exchange all the laser flips being done for varial heels. It would be a better world.
Yeah, it's not the same as a 3 flip versus a varial flip. Just
It's the exact opposite.
Varial heels ain't it, Deggy.
They sound like
Nick.
an Australian accent, eh?
Yeah, Nick, we might have to kick it one of these days, eh?
One of these days, man. One of these days. All right, y'all. That's going to wrap up the post office, the very special off-season in-video post office. Keep getting your emails and voice notes into the buntlive@gmail.com. Me and Seifa would love to maybe do one more of these in the next 9 years that we do the pod. Thank you, everybody, for listening and tuning in. Subscribe, like, do all that. And we'll see y'all for season 20.
Season 20 coming soon. That's insane to say out loud.